What's going on YouTube? Kyle Ken coming at you with another Final Fantasy Record Keeper Relic Draw video. If you're on join, let's be sure to like him and subscribe to show your support. Okay, so this time I'm going to be going over the second half of the Final Fantasy X-2 banner and the Phase 5 Super Soul Break banner. So, let's go for it, shall we? I'm also quite tired, although it is 9 p.m. Like, I got 2 hours of sleep last night before I went to work today, so, if I make less sense than usual, yeah, that's probably average, actually. Anyway, kicking things off, we have the Riot Blade Orange Katana, 140 attack, which is the highest attack in the game right now, if I'm not mistaken. So that's really strong for a katana, as that might be the same as Sephiroth's Yoshiyuki. I know it's the same as the first fusion soldier. Sephiroth's Yoshiyuki might be 139. Anyway, deals 5 ranged physical attacks to one target and lower attack and defense. Now, I'm really pissed about this, because that's not what Banishing Blade does in Final Fantasy X. In Final Fantasy X, Banishing Blade... Oh my, Dan just destroyed Joe. Oh my god, this is like the greatest thing ever. Sorry. Dan just keeps getting fucking broken relics. So Joe keeps leaving the Skype chat. Anyway, Banishing Blade in Final Fantasy X, what it does is full break. Not just attack and, you know, not just, full break. Not magic breakdown plus defense breakdown. But that's fine because, you know, power breakdown and armor breakdown are still quite good. Yeah. So it's still a very good relic. And on top of that, it's ranged. So that's quite good. And Orin can, you know, break the level cap, so hit 80. Next up, we have the Dr.Mog. 60 attack, 135 magic, 69 mind. I don't really know why the mind's there, because Lulu can't use white magic, and the only person that can use dolls is Tyro, so maybe somewhere in the future someone else gets something nice. Why did I... Alright, I need to change this Lulu's... What? Wait, this is a mirroring... Oh yeah, I guess because dolls, they just run up on the targets. Anyway, deals 8 random magic ice attacks. So I really want this soul break for the simple fact that I think this is hilarious. Just a whole bunch of Moogle just running up on the enemies and just like pillaging them, reducing their HP. Like, I think that's the funniest thing ever. Oh my goodness. Am I the only one that thinks that's hilarious and adorable? I can't be the only one, right? And I'm probably the only one. Oh well. Anyway, moving on. Oh, also, like I said, like this isn't very very versatile because it's a doll. Next up, we have the Hunter Spear for Kimahri. 140 attack, so this is quite good. 80 magic. I'm not really too sure why they gave him this, because he doesn't have any blue magic yet, even in Japan. Granted, you can put this on Ash and sort of use that on Ash when you're in Final Fantasy X realm, I guess. Alright, Ronso Jump. There's 4 physical attacks to one target. Grant the user major region and raise the user's attack and defense. Now, that's actually quite good. The only problem is Kimahri's a pretty bad character in this game, as of yet. So, I don't really think this soul break is worth it, right now. It's a good soul break. I don't know why this isn't ranged. I'm pretty sure jumps are ranged, are they not? I believe they are. But this is a good soul break on a subpar character. I say subpar like well, he did get the buff, so I mean, I guess it's alright. Next up, we have Jet's Bandana making a return. 20 attack, 31 magic, 87 defense, 131 res, and 30 mind. Quite decent stats. Then again, it is a hat, so that's quite nice. Can use Jet Soul Break to Jet Rush. Deal 4 physical attacks to one enemy with a high chance to interrupt his actions, which is kind of good. Again, though, Jet is a monk, so it's kind of hard to fit him into your team, unless you have a Soul Break. If you have a soul break, it's a lot easier to fit monks onto your team because like they flow so much better with their soul breaks. And you know, this will be nice if you get Scream in like 2 days, so that'll be quite good. Wait, 2 days, really? Holy crap, yeah. Next up, we have the Guardian Targe. As much as I love Riku, this relic is terrible. 126 defense, 83 res. I've already been over why this is a terrible... Well, it's not this is a terrible relic. This is just really, really not optimal. Because of the way they did this buff, it doesn't stack with anything because the attack and the res buff are they're counted as separate buffs, so their ID matches like every generic attack buff and every res buff. So therefore, it doesn't stack with like Grimoire or anything like that. Although I think you would still get the attack with Grimoire, so that's not bad because it doesn't overrate that because it's two separate. It's two separate IDs, but I mean, the main draw would be like for it to stack with Grimoire, so you hit the soft cap with this. I don't know why they made it two separate buffs, but Riku is one of my favorite Final Fantasy X characters, so maybe that's why. Maybe they just knew how to play this game. They're like, you know what, Kenny? Fuck you. Alright, we got the Mage's Staff, which I'm pretty sure appeared on the first 10 banner. And the Red Armlet, which we're not going to talk about. I'm pretty sure those appeared. If they didn't, generic AoE heal. You guys already know. AoE heals are really good. Until you get a real one. Once you get a real one, you don't need any more of these. Or even once you get like a shared one, they're not even that good to get anymore. Unless you get a real one. So, there's that. Anyway. Let's shoot that Kobe and call it a day. Now, I did say I was pulling Orin's Genji Blade. Not Orin's Genji Blade. Orin's Katana off the 100 gem draw. So, that was probably incorrect. Hopefully I'm correct so I don't look like a liar in front of my other juice keepers. Because then that just looks bad. Oh, I'm a fucking liar. I almost got it. Oh, yay! I can combine this with the other shitty Final Fantasy II relic. Wait, Catclaw, is this the one I had before? This the one you get from the event? No, it's not. You get a 3-star. Oh, well. Anyway, off to the Final Fantasy... oh no, the Super Soul Break banner. I really do want the Rune Mog, though, I'm not gonna lie, because that, to me, that animation is just hilariously adorable. But I just... Okay. Alright. Whatever. First up, we got the Genji Blade for Gilgamesh. 138 attack, so it's just, actually, that's quite strong, considering it's not a super... Oh no, this is a Super Soul Break. Haha. Okay, so yeah, that's quite strong. It's not 140, but that's still good. Has a small chance of paralyze, which is quite interesting as well. Deals 3 physical attacks to all enemies and grants major region to all allies. Now, as much as I gains 10 defense to mastery, as much as I love Gilgamesh, as much as I want this weapon, I just want Gilgamesh's weapons to be more than 3 hits. I understand why they're not, because all of them have, like, you know, pretty nice secondary effects, but come on, son. Every one of his is 3 hits. You can't just give him a little bit more strength? Like, come on, man. That's, I just want a little bit more, man. Then again, I just want more because I use Gilgamesh. Adding the major region is quite nice. And adding the 10 defense to master is quite interesting because Gilgamesh is already like a tanky character on the physical defense anyway and HP. So that's just really interesting to me how they added defense to like attack or something like that. Next up, we have a returning Super Soul Break, the Cardinal for Rinoa, 89 attack, 131 magic. It's a ranged weapon, so it's very limited usage outside of Rinoa, Tyro, Hope, and soon to be Idea. Hit Rinoa Soul Break the Wishing Star, deals 5 elemental magic attacks to random targets. 10 magic for mastery, which isn't bad. The only thing I don't like about a lot of these is that it has to be random targets. Like, you can't just be like, yo, you know, I want, you know, you can't just target one and just, you know, hit that one. It's always random. But there's a very powerful soul break for a very strong mage. And Rinoa is quite versatile as well, so there's always that to fall back on if you're not going to use, you know, her actual, just like, you know, like black magic stuff like that. She can use, like, was it like 2 or 3 star white magic and such, and so on. So she can 4-star summon. Or is it 5-star summon? I think it's 4-star at the very least. Next up, we have the Peacemaker, a relic I tried to get way back when it dropped, and I got a bunch of Warm Fangs instead. 122 attack, that's not bad for a gun. Changes Lightning Soul Break to Crushing Blow. Deals 5 powerful physical lightning attacks to all targets, unique to lightning. Why did I read that? I mean, whatever. 10 attack to mastery. I think this is a really good soul break. The only times it I think it's good, but it's quite situational because it's an elemental soul break, so you're gonna have to like play around with resistances and like, you know, immunities. But I don't think too many bosses are actually immune or resistant to lightning. And if they are, like, you know beforehand, so you know not to click this, you know, so you could just like have something else readily available to use, or, you know, just not use lightning. But if you have her super soul break, why would you not bring her? Because of the plus 10 attack. It's also on a gun, so it's ranged. I'm pretty sure it's ranged at least. It doesn't say range, but I would assume that if I'm using a gun, it would be, you know, a ranged physical attack. I don't know how that works actually, because I've never actually tried anything like that, because I don't have like any unique soul breaks, or rather any characters with unique soul breaks that can use guns. I have lightning. I could try that out with lightning actually. Interesting. But yeah, I like the soul break. It's an alright one. Still want it. Next up, we have the Wizard Rod for Garnet. 60 attack, 134 magic, 122 mind. Change the Garnet soul break to Divine Guardian. Grants major regen and haste to all allies and raise their resistance. Now, I know there's a lot of debate between this and Quistis Mighty Guard, obviously. And you know, people are always like, yo, which one's better? They seem to be the same to me. They're different, but they function essentially the same way. I think Garnet's one is superior to Quistis one for the simple fact that Garnet's comes on a rod, which I spoke about this before, and how rods are much more flexible than whips. So there's my reasoning for you know, saying that this is just definitively the better one. There's also the fact that this stacks with Shelga. So you have Garnet with this and Shelga, and then you have your Roaming Warrior as wall, and you're hitting the soft cap for res increase, and you have Shelga on top of that. Like, you're probably not going to be taking very much magical damage at all. So that's always a good thing, you know, unless the boss you're fighting is physical. Next up, we have potentially one of the best relics in all of Record Keeper. This is definitely top 3. Sentinel's Grimoire. 111 attack, 121 magic, 5 defense, which is quite interesting actually, and 108 mind. Changes Tyro's Soul Break to Sentinel's Grimoire. You all know it. You should all know what it does by now. But in case you've been living like under a rock or you started playing, this basically gives you a 50% boost to defensive resistance to your entire party. Now, the reason that's good is because mitigation is very, very helpful. I almost want to say mandatory on like the later end of the elites. You know, like getting to the end of the plus battles and the ultimate fights. You're definitely gonna need. You might not need wall all the time, but it's definitely like the thing to look out for. And up until recently, there was no way to get rid of it until Ultimate Dispeller was introduced, so yeah. Also, I'm sorry if you hear that my chair is getting quite squeaky now, and I don't know why. I haven't had this chair for very long. Maybe it's because I'm putting on a little extra weight or something. Except I'm pretty sure I'm still the same weight as I got this chair. I don't know. Maybe because I eat too much. I should just stop eating and starve and die or something. Oh, the only thing about this is, though, it's not flexible at all. Only Tyro can use it. But Tyro can use anything, so you can obviously, like, you can make him like a white mage, a black mage, like a pseudo attacker. I say pseudo because he doesn't have the best attack anyway, and that's why his books are always so good stat wise, because they don't have he doesn't have the best stats all around. He's essentially like a Glalie, base 80 all across the board. Next up, we have the Ultima Sword, 137 attack, so that's quite a strong sword, honestly, for Steiner. Changes Steiner's Soul Break to Sword Art Stock Break. Deals 3 physical attacks to all targets with a moderate chance to paralyze them. Now, I like this Soul Break. I kind of like Steiner as a character. I like Beatrix a little bit more, but Steiner's a pretty cool guy in Final Fantasy IX. This is a pretty good Soul Break. It's not the best because not too many bosses are susceptible to paralysis. Like, if this is Beatrix has Ed Sap, which is becoming more and more relevant. Well, it was. I don't know if it still is becoming more and more relevant because a lot of bosses were getting getting susceptible to sap. But, you know, it's an okay sword. Alright, Soul Break. 3 AoE, no, that's quite nice. Next up, we have another phenomenal relic here. The Wutai headband for a Yuffie. 83 attack, 31 magic, 131 res, 30 mind. Send your Yuffie Soul Break to Clear Tranquil. Instantly restore a moderate amount of HP to all allies based on their maximum HP. So this is literally, snap of the fingers, 40% HP back to everybody. And they are waiting for me in the chat to do my pull for this, so I'm gonna have to speed this up a little bit. I'm not a Kyle coward. I'm still recording my relics. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Anyway, yeah, this is a phenomenal relic for Yuffie. Simply because it's instant cast and it's not based off of her mind. Yuffie's an okay character, but with this, like, she definitely skyrockets in usage, along with being a ninja. So the 31 magic might seem a little out of place on a relic for her, but if you want to use the ninja scrolls, you know, the magic is always useful there. Oh, Yuffie can use throne relics too, actually. You can actually have her be your black mage, quote unquote, with the ninja scrolls, because they ignore res. Next up, we have the Ebon armor for Golbez. I don't know why I was looking around the screen. I was like, where's his name? Where's his name? 20 magic, 140 defense, 84 res. Change Golbez's Soul Break to Night Glow. Deals 2 dark magic attacks to all targets with a moderate chance to sap them. Now, I like this one because, again, it adds a chance to sap, which we don't have too many of right now. We did get an ability to sap targets back in the Edge event, so that was quite nice. But only ninjas can use that right now. And Tyro. The thing about this is it's unique is that it's heavy armor and increases defense. So characters like Terra and Golbez can wear this. I'm not sure if Reno can wear this. I doubt it. But this will actually become quite a bit more useful later on once dark mages are introduced, the darkness skill set. And I like that's during the Kuja event, which I can't wait for either, honestly, because I'm hyped to use Kuja as a character in Record Keeper. So this is a quite decent relic. Finally, we have Thor's Hammer for Galoof. 135 attack. It's a hammer, so I don't know what to say about that. I can't I'm pretty sure these aren't flexible at all, because I'm not sure too many characters that can actually use hammers effectively. I would assume like the Final Fantasy 12 cast, Galoof, maybe Edgod. I'm not really too sure who else can use them. Changes the Soul Break to Fist of the Dawn. This physical damage to one target and temporarily raise a party's attack. This is just a little bit of a watered down version of Tifa's Platinum Fist. I think this might be 35% over instead of 30 because it only does one attack. But I think this is the weakest, the weakest relic on the banner. I might even know it's the weakest relic because based on look this banner's phenomenal compared to the other relics. Like this and Banner 4 are the two best banners hands down of the Super Soul Break Festival. But without further ado, let's do my 100 gem draw. Because the Juice Keepers are getting impatient waiting for me to do my draws. Okay, so let's see. Can I get a Genji Blade, please? So I don't have to do the 30 pull? 30 pull? 50 pull? 11 pull. Nah, that's a 3-star. I see it. Fuck, that's a 4-star? I've been bamboozled. What the shit? I don't need another one of these. Man, dude. I mean, I guess I can make it a 6-star now in case we ever get another Final Fantasy 2 event. Or like I decided to do the... Oh wait, there's not a Final Fantasy 2 daily, is there? Anyway, as our name suggests, we are the Juice Keepers, even though our chat name says Kenny finally isn't Juice Keepers, but that's gonna change momentarily. I told him I'm getting at least 4 or 5 stars, but in reality, I'm expecting 0. So, let's burn 50. Oh, alright. Now, let's try this again. That happens every time I try to do an 11 relic draw. Every single time. Alright, this puts me in an even number. Alright. Juice Keepers, Juice Keepers. Na 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 na. 1 5-star. 1 5-star. Ooh. Oh man, what the? I actually got a shared one. That's cheeks. Man, dude. I'm so fucking mad right now. Am I going back in, guys? Let's see what my 5-star is. I swear, if it's Galoof's hammer, I will be so mad. Don't you do this to me. Don't you do this to me. Don't you do it. Why? What are you... What's going on? That's Steiner's weapon. Who did this? Hold on. Am I going back in, guys? I got Steiner's weapon. And... Alright, hold on. Let's see. If I do math right... Should I go back in? Should I go back in? Hold on. Let's ask the chat. Alright, I'm going back in. Ben said do it. Alright, Ben, this one's for you, buddy. Let me get a nice Genji blade and something else. Alright, let's go. I'm ready. I'm going. Oh, Dan said go back in too? Yeah, we lit. We juiced, boys. This is a terrible fucking idea. Oh. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and fuck Final Fantasy Tactics right now. I'm going back in. Okay, I lost my mind. If someone understand me, hoes gonna be hoes, so I couldn't blame... I couldn't blame Tammy. Alright. No, it's fine, because I should get enough Mithril for another pull at Tactics. But Dan's playing victory music. Uh-oh, let's see. No 5 stars, I'm calling it. Fuck! I smell it. I smell Galoof's weapon. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Because I was typing, so I wasn't, like, saying much of anything. Or, okay, that's somewhat useful. Fuck that. I smell Galoof's weapon. I smell it. Oh, Wutai headband. That's acceptable. I'm not going back in. I'm okay with this. Well, that didn't end the way I wanted it to at all. There's 4 super soul breaks, but I didn't get anything, so, I mean, I guess that's okay. But, I did get Wutai headband, which is quite nice, so there's that. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this probably somewhat long video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to show your support. I do enjoy reading all your comments. Be sure to share these videos with your friends that enjoy Final Fantasy Record Keeper, as it really does help me out, along with leaving a like. And don't forget to check out all my links, social media links linked down below, along with my my Discord link, because we can we could chill out in the Discord and talk about how we get juiced, and yeah. So I will see you guys next time I get juiced. Bye bye.